You first hear the infernal beep of the heavy machinery. Beep, beep, beep. And it's like a signal that your existence will soon be terminated. A machine is coming to replace your existence with state-sanctioned obsolescence.
It's been a really tough week.
Attorney Bridget Nicoletti represents those who have lived here in an ongoing legal battle. While some have moved to shelters, others haven't gone far.
Residents have just been scrambling to try to figure out what to do. We've seen a lot of people moving further into Wood Street, which means that the next phase is going to be even more difficult than this one was.
There was one barricade at the very beginning, and we held them off for the Thursday and the Friday. Then they came back on Monday, and they decimated the north end. Our good friend Henry and many others, let's say about 12 people, had their compounds or their domiciles, their possessions and their vehicles mostly destroyed, confiscated, rendered inoperable, and embezzled.
So I'm trying to empty everything out of there before they crush it, you know? Because I mean, if 2 hours notice is not long enough to get a camper.
I think that the judge accepted the word of the government entities that they would provide adequate shelter and housing for individuals here, and we have just seen that not be the case. I really do believe that people will be in greater danger.
In the East Bay, Oakland opened a new cabin community this week to temporarily house some unhoused residents.
Particularly in the Wood Street area, where scores of people will soon be ordered to move out.
We just lost our TRO, our temporary restraining order. So eviction is looming directly over our heads now.
Yeah, we're in an intense situation right now as a community because, the city is going through with the eviction.
The shelter that they're building now, up until then, and not to say that one's that much better, but all the other shelters have many issues, like no electricity, no clean water, no running water, no bathrooms. They have a curfew.
Run by thugs.
Run by
thugs is exactly
for
right.
Adults. You can't have visitors in there. And stuff. During these eviction stuff, they don't store people's belongings, and if they have, you can't retrieve them. There's belongings in the back that yesterday, the day before yesterday, Preston came up here and said that they told him that they were going to get rid of all the belongings that were in the back being stored by Caltrans yesterday and start giving away to anybody who walked up there and claimed the items and stuff. But no, they do not store people's items. They do not let you bring your items to these cabin communities, or if you're going to the RV lot, they don't let you bring your belongings and stuff.
Well, it's the same kind of situation that all their previous contracts have represented, which is no ins and outs after hours. So people who have day jobs that are at night are incredibly limited in their work performance, and there's limitations on pets. You can't have guests. There is curfews. There's food making people sick, and there's a continual erosion of our basic rights. The more involved we get with the city shelter system, they take away our property, they take away our rights, they take away our land, and they destroy our community.
I want to say thank you first for allowing us to be on Wood Street as long as you have. I do want to bring up a problem, though. You guys got a couple of $1 million, about $10 million, to open up a cabin community for my community. And we are willing to go there, but some of the rules and regulations and to be able to get into that is almost impossible for the people that live on Wood Street. We can't go there with vehicles. We can't go there with our RVs. We can't go there with our trailers. We can only bring 2 totes worth of stuff there. And then once you get there, there's no guarantee that we'll be able to stay. We're in the middle of trauma, and every day that this eviction looms over us, it's more trauma. Standing here in front of you right now, I'm traumatized, trying to get out the right words to make you guys understand and see what's happening to us on these streets and what you guys are putting us through.
My brother is only saying that he's willing to go there because we are being pushed out of where we currently are. We have been serving as a system well before you guys got here. and it's working for us. Evictions pushes us out. What you guys have for us, we do appreciate the thought, but it's missing in translation. It's a prison-like atmosphere, visitor restrictions, no community space, and no wraparound services is what you guys are offering us. People are being looked down upon, bathrooms are locked, security is rude.
You look at all the surplus land and all the empty buildings and all the abandoned warehouses that exist in the city, it far outweighs the amount of people that need a place to be right now and need a place to be with each other. Because community, we are a community. Is Wood Street community for a reason, and that is the main factor that a lot of the services that exist already and all the plans that exist already do not include. They just push people from location to location and siphon people into whatever bed is available, whether or not they know who they're going to be spending the night with when they're there. The city needs to get to know these communities that develop organically for a reason, that are living with each other for a reason, because they love each other, because they trust each other, because they feel safe living with one another, because you need that when you're out in the street on your own and don't have anybody. It's a crucial part of survival, and all that gets taken away when these sweeps happen, when people are pushed into services because they have no other place to go.
Here to strongly recommend an end to all sweeps and evictions of the unhoused in Oakland, including Wood Street Commons. Unless the city can provide better services and accommodations for us, as well as all of our belongings, these draconian measures of eviction taken by the city must end. Eviction and the threat of eviction only serve to further traumatize Oakland's most vulnerable population. People already traumatized by a government clearly intent on maintaining the status quo rather than protecting and facilitating prosperity for all. Evictions and the threat of eviction is medically proven to cause extreme stress, inevitably resulting in illness and the ability to function. You can just forget about any sort of rehabilitation or transition to permanent housing. Fear paralyzes growth. Eviction and sweeps exacerbate the problem, sow the seeds of distrust, and all but guarantee chronic homelessness. The city's solutions do not even attempt to address the true causes of homelessness, but rather put band-aids on the symptoms of systemic failure. We all want the same thing: the opportunity to thrive in a society with laws designed to benefit all rather than just those who can influentially afford it.
By putting resources back where they already need to be. It's a failed system, guys. It's not going to work. It's going to cause more people to become homeless, people that need those environments to live. I found my life there. I'm not the only one either. So just, y'all help us, man. Please. The system's not working.